tonight with a couple of wins. It'll be the 51 of Cole Kamrath, who will go on the inside. But the car that has really been his competition all night tonight, the 92 of Wyatt Sprung, will line up right on the outside. Wyatt Sprung, if he can stay tight on the outside, might be able to force the 51 car to stay low and maybe be able to drive around. 0-1, that is Caleb McConnell. On the outside of that row will be the other Kamrath. It'll be the 5 of Carter Kamrath, who has earned himself a nice position tonight. The 30 of Josh Davenport. Now, Josh is moving up to the second starting position. So it's going to be Kamrath and Davenport on the front row, Sprung and McConnell on the second row. Kamrath on the inside of row 3 with the 10 of Gibbons. The other 10 of Thomas Gibbons on the inside of the next row, and the 88 of Violet White. We have 8 junior late models here tonight. The Russell Fencing Junior Late Model Program and the feature for Country 93. Little on the cool side. They're going to give them a couple of extra laps. These little cars do run on slicks, so they don't weigh very much. I think it's about 600 pounds, so they need to get a little bit of extra heat into these tires before we send them into turn 1. And you can tell when those cars go into turn 1, they are launching that car. They're basically rotating it to the right side tires, and if they are not warm, you're going to have a problem. All right. Looks like we're doubling them all up right now. Apparently, we may have a problem with the transponder on the 30 cars, what I'm hearing. They may hand score this race because of that. Yeah, looks like they're going to the good old pen and paper. I don't think the 30 car is showing. It's not on transponders right now. Sometimes that happens. Cars start shaking. There's really 2 wires, one positive, one negative on the transponder, and if one of those shakes loose a little bit, then we won't get a reading, but that's all right. There's 8 cars, and we've got pens. We're good to go. Junior Late Model feature is underway. Little bit longer race here. It'll be 16 laps. They ran 6 laps in each one of their qualifiers tonight. So you got to concentrate for a lot longer. Once again, Kamrath to the lead. And I'm hard-pressed to think of a time this year when that 51 car went to the lead and got caught. But for maybe one time this year. That has been super consistent. All of these kids learn about maintaining a race car. They work on these cars every single day, all week long. Make sure that the chain gets oiled. Make sure that it's properly lined up. Make sure we got the right gear in the car for the racetrack we're going to be at this weekend. Check all the bolts. Make sure they're tight. All of those things have to be done every single week. The move over flag out to the 88 of Violet White. driving the car for her brother tonight. Ryder White back with us next weekend in the combined 4 division. They had a CV joint go in his car last week. And this field gets pretty spread out. The 2 cars we figured would battle it out at the very front, well, make that 3 cars. The 0-1 of McConnell. They found something under the hood in that car tonight, and they are in this battle. These little cars actually feel the draft. They're a little far from each other to feel it yet. But when you get within 5 car lengths, 4 or 5 car lengths, you'll start to feel the draft, and you'll slow the car down in front of you and get sucked up right to the back bumper. And that's what they're trying to feel right now. It looks like McConnell might be in that draft. Look at the run with the 0-1 car. That was huge off of turn 2. McConnell now putting the pressure on the 29 of Sprung. Meanwhile, the 51 of Kamrath out in front. Now, they're both going to work together. Watch this. Those 2 little cars get together in the middle of 3 and 4. They're going to help each other move up to the back bumper of the 51. And before this one's over, we're going to get ourselves a nice little race. 9 down, 7 to go. Kamrath, your leader. Sprung second, McConnell third, Kamrath fourth, Davenport in fifth. Then it is Gibbons sixth, Gibbons seventh, and the 88 of White in eighth spot. Fastest car on the track the last couple of times was the 0-1 car of McConnell. And that car is still marching to the back bumper, but you got to get to the back bumper first. They've really closed that gap up on the 51 of Kamrath. And here they come. Make it 4 laps to go. Are they going to run out of time? Now Sprung gets away from McConnell. Out of turn 4. Kamrath, the leader, 3 car lengths to Sprung, 4 car lengths to McConnell, and the race is on. And they're going to get into lap traffic here before too long. Look at Sprung now. He's going to peek to the inside. Here comes McConnell. 2 laps to go. Both of the leaders start bouncing. That'll move McConnell up a little bit. I wouldn't have believed we were going to have this good of a race. It looked like Kamrath was running away. And now, 1 to go. They're right there. It's nose to tail for the top 3. Here he comes on the inside. Sprung can't make it stick. He wisely tucks back in behind. How are they going to get around this traffic? They're going to look low. They're going to go high. What's going to happen? Kamrath is going to win it. What a run by the junior late models. 1, 2, 3, nose to tail. From first to third, less than half of a second between first and third in that race. Wow. That is one of the closest junior late model races we may have ever had. And you got a chance to see it tonight. How about a nice round of applause? Kamrath family coming out over turn 4 to come down and get their photo taken. 1, 2, 3, less than half a lap difference between the top 3 cars in this race tonight. Spectacular job. Some of the kids are popping out here as we've got the Kamrath kids out of the cars on the front stretch. They can hear you now. Give them a nice big round of applause. Cole Kamrath to victory lane by less than half a second.